Brainiac.
Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on tonight? It's JT Smellick here, and we're rolling on back with yet another podcast. Happy to be having you guys in the studio here. It's going to be another epic one as we dive into Michigan football once again, being the joke that it is. I know everyone is past it and they don't want to talk about it quite yet, but here's the raw truth and the raw reality. Michigan football should not accept what is being given to them. I've said it from the beginning. That's basically the catchphrase of my life. I've said it from the beginning. Michigan football should not accept being average. Michigan football should not accept being contenders. Michigan football should accept nothing less than championships. And that is talking about them never winning a Big Ten championship. You know, the Wolverines have just 2 wins over their so-called rivals since 2001. Most people that know me, know the podcasts that we do, they've barely been alive longer than that. You probably remember one win, and I'm pretty sure that was, 2011? Yet another year goes by as we continue to sit and listen to how ESPN picks them to win the Big Ten title. All the expectations, all the reality, it's all gone and choked away yet again on another wasted year. And I'm just so sick of hearing the narrative shift on Jim Harbaugh every freaking week. One week I hear he needs to get fired by Paul Feinbaum because he's going to lose to all of his rivals. Then I hear, whoa, Detroit Free Press, one more offseason like this last one, and Jim Harbaugh has it all under control. Jim Harbaugh nothing has changed. This is the exact same record that they had in their first season. You know what? Let's go back to it. We're going to go back, take a look at Michigan's time under Jim Harbaugh. 2015 opens the season, the coaching career at Michigan, with a loss to Utah on the road, followed by the world infamous trouble with a snap at home. And, Ohio State, you already know what happens there. They did get their only bowl game win, though, so congrats to them. As we move into 2016, they lost to Iowa on the road, lost to Ohio State on the road. They went to the Orange Bowl in neutral field, so on the road, and they lost to Florida State. Let's go to 2017. You lost to Michigan State. You lost to Penn State. Then the last 3 games of the year, lost to OSU, lost to Wisconsin, and choked against South Carolina in the Outback Bowl. In what world are you okay with not winning bowl games? Because you can't win the Big Ten title. You can't even think about competing for a playoff spot, and you're okay with losing to South Carolina in the Outback Bowl. Oh, but some players weren't playing because they were getting ready for the draft. I don't care. Oh, yeah, South Carolina's just 2 players away from being as good as Michigan. 2018, lost to Notre Dame to open the year. The year's already over, 1 game in. Then you lost to OSU, and you lost to Florida in a bowl game. Shocker, you did it again. This brings up to speed. We're in 2019 now. Michigan played 3 big games this year. Wisconsin, you got rolled. Penn State and Ohio State rolled, decimated. No, I'm not counting the Notre Dame game because that followed by the Penn State game. And once more, you losing to Penn State made that worthless. So all that could matter after the Penn State game would be the Ohio State game. Michigan against top 10 ranked teams since 2012 is 2-16. That is one of the worst records in the entire world. They you know what? It's funny. 5 recruiting classes under Harbaugh, including 2019, Michigan has ranked in the top 10 3 times. It came in 5th in 2017, a class that included 5-star wide receiver Donovan Peoples-Jones, 5-star defensive tackle Aubrey Solomon, and along with 4 4-star recruits that ranked in the 24/7 Sports Composite Top 100. Followed up with the 8th ranked class and number 1 in the Big Ten in 2019. And guess what? You blew it again. They cannot compete and develop in big game moments. I am so sick of just how people will rip them when they should be ripped, but then he does nothing. He beats the same garbage teams that you expect him to beat because he beats them every year. And then the Detroit Free Press says just one more offseason like the last. What changed from this year and last year? Because this is the same thing you've been doing. You don't develop players better than OSU. You don't win your bowl games, and you don't win big games. That's just reality. I'm not even trying to be rude here. People need to understand expectations versus reality, and don't lower your expectations for anyone. You're taught that your entire life. Don't lower your expectations when you're looking for a girlfriend or boyfriend. Don't lower your expectations when you're buying a house. Don't lower your expectations when you go to buy your dream car. I'm a Michigan State fan. You think I lower my expectations just because of what D'Antonio's done in the past? No. If he cannot take me to the playoffs anymore, I need to start looking for my next head coach. Most overrated program in college football currently is Michigan football, standing right next to Penn State and that bum that's named James Franklin. And yet another year will go by where we need to talk about, next year we're going to talk about, so-and-so as a writer for the Detroit Free Press said that they can win. They can go undefeated and win the Big Ten. Oh, Michigan's year. This is it. This is where it all comes together. And you're going to get stomped again by OSU. You'll probably choke against a team on the road like Wisconsin. And once again, we'll be sitting in the same spot as last time. Michigan football should not accept mediocrity. Yes, I understand that's where it's been for this whole century. You haven't done anything. I'm sorry, since the year 2000, you have been irrelevant. But that doesn't mean, just like the Detroit Lions, you should accept just getting a playoff spot if you're the Lions. No, you want more. You want to go out for a Super Bowl. That's why Jim Caldwell wasn't enough. That's why Jim Harbaugh has to be better. We cannot accept mediocrity in the state that is Michigan, or you can be Cincinnati with Marvin Lewis. How about that? You want to be Cincinnati with Marvin Lewis? No one wants to be Cincinnati and Marvin Lewis. That's why they moved on. And I'm sorry, but I'm completely fine with that. So another year goes by, and we wait to see what Jim Harbaugh and the state that is Michigan football and what they can do moving forward. Hey, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Another DST podcast. I'm going to try to have this one out on Sunday. But once more, thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you can leave a review, we are up on YouTube and Apple Podcasts. Thank you guys so much. Until next time, see ya.